Well, former US President Donald Trump has made explosive claims that there were bodies dumped outside the Wuhan lab, which he believes is responsible for the coronavirus outbreak. Live to Jonathan Lee in Canberra for the latest. Jonathan, good morning. This allegation was all part of a documentary that aired last night exclusively on Sky.
That's right, Pete. Good morning to you. It was aired last night on Sky. What really happened in Wuhan by journalist and Sky News host Sharri Markson. It also really looks at what the US security agencies knew and when. Now, Donald Trump makes the explosive claim that he was told bodies were being dumped outside the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Sharri Markson also goes on to say that the lab made a series of strange purchases between September and November, buying a coronavirus testing machine, beefing up their security and also replacing ventilators. Now, it suggested the first case of this coronavirus outbreak may have come as early as July or August. That's 5 months before China admitted to the World Health Organization there was an outbreak and there was a serious problem. Now, the former US President Donald Trump was asked last night what evidence he had for his claim. Here's a series of the grabs from the documentary last night.
Well, I started hearing stories that you have also, that there were lots of body bags outside of the lab. And if they did, in fact, have body bags, that was one little indication, wasn't it?
There was an enormous, albeit indirect, evidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was the center point for this. Remember, too, there were 14 American diplomats on the ground in Wuhan at this time.
If this was really just some naturally occurring virus because someone ate a bat from a wet market, China wouldn't have done the things that they did. The Chinese Communist Party would not have shut down Wuhan. They would not have silenced doctors and scientists and journalists and disappeared some of them.
Meanwhile, Jonathan, new research is indicating the Delta variant is not only more contagious but more deadly also.
Pete, that is certainly the case. It's a story out of the Sydney Morning Herald this morning, which says that the Burnet Institute and the Doherty Institute are now adopting information out of Canada. It's interesting and concerning because we've known for a while that the new strain, the Delta variant, is more contagious, but it's thought for a while that it was actually not as deadly. It now seems it's the other way, which is obviously concerning for very simple reasons. It goes on to say that it's twice as likely to end up in intensive care and 1.5 times more likely to die than the original variant, or at least the Alpha variant. So that all underpins our modelling. Whether that will change the modelling remains to be seen. Peter?
Jonathan Lee, thank you.